Hello and welcome back to Somo Diecast. My name is Ron. Well, we have an interesting little project today. This is a ZEE Toys from Hong Kong Chevy Blazer. And this thing has been kicking around in my collection for a reasonable amount of time. As you can see, it is very play-worn, and I'm going to attempt to tear this down and build a custom out of it. It's all here. Glass is very, I hope, dirty. And that grill is just barely hanging on. So we're going to see what we can do with this thing. And I mean, dimensionally and as a model, it's very accurate for about a early 70s Blazer, K5, probably in that realm. It's a very accurate model. But I just can't stand to look at it in the shape it's in anymore, and we're going to tear it down and see what we can do with it. So everybody, please stay tuned. All right, well, we got our little Chevy Blazer all blown apart. The hood, it's held in by the motor, the engine and engine compartment, which is not very detailed, but you know, what are you going to do? Might see if maybe we can come up with something a little more detailed in there. And the grill was actually originally held on by the front, let me just go ahead and get rid of that, the front post. So we will have to find a way to keep that in, probably a little dab of CA glue, sorry, get it back in shot here. Maybe a little dab of CA glue after we get it all done, put that back together. But one post, and in the back it's held on with this one little tab back here. The rear bumper is also removable, and it's held on by a couple of little bumps on the back right here. Metal base that is a little corroded underneath all of that paint. And I don't know if you can read that. It's a ZEE Toys number P359 Chevy Blazer, Hong Kong. Not overly detailed, but that's okay. Glass, like I said, I think it's just really, really dirty. I had to do a little grinding on a little rivet to get that out, and even then it didn't want to come out. And our interior, which isn't terrible. I've certainly seen worse, but at least it has an interior. And the wheels are just held in with this little suspension right here, that little piece of plastic that pops up and they slide in, slide out. So we'll have to play nice with that. All right, let's go ahead and get everything in the stripper, the casting, the hood, and the base. I think I'm going to have to remove that suspension before I put it in the stripper, otherwise it'll just won't be anything there. All right, well, let's go ahead and get this build going. Everybody, please stay tuned. And before we get to the reveal, let's take a moment and look back at what we started with. This very play-worn and dirty little ZEE Toys Blazer, Chevy Blazer. Let's go ahead and get to the reveal, and we will see how this came out. Everybody please stay tuned. All right, we have our little ZEE Toys 1976 to 79 Chevy Blazer all done. I decided it needed to have a little more late 70s color scheme, so I painted it with the Testors Extreme Lacquer Root Beer. Gave it a beautiful brown interior. Gave it, and then also a two-tone white and root beer paint job, and then swapped on a set of Matchbox wheels, which look a whole lot better than the originals. And then of course detailed out the headlights, taillights, bumpers, the grille, and turn signals. I even gave the little bow tie a little blue paint there. Had to clean that windshield up, or the window unit up, pretty good, and polish it. Dipped it in some pledge. There really aren't any details on the base to look at, so we're not going to worry about that. And of course detailed out the engine just a little bit. Basically it's a flat plate with an air cleaner on it, and that's about it. But I think it looks a whole lot better than it did in that blue kind of stars and stripes, at one time stars and stripes regalia. And also hit the grill up with a little Nuln oil, give it a little depth. But I think it looks very fitting to be about a late 70s Blazer. And very happy with the way it came out. It looks so much better than that play-worn, beat-up blue that it was. But pretty detailed little casting when you get down to it. A lot of things going on. But anyway, very happy with how it came out. Well, I hope you liked this video. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to ring the bell when you subscribe, and share it with your friends. Several builds that are going on. We've got the builds for the Diecast International builders. I'm also taking part in the Porsche build for Andrew over at Maple Leaf Customs, and occasionally jump in with the Diecast Mafia, of course the 3 Blind Mice and the 4 Horsemen. So lots of things going on, but anyway, hope you like this, and I will see you in the next.